This week on the Organized Life podcast.
Clutter isn't just about stuff, it's about life. In this series, we started to acknowledge that clutter is more normal than you think. Because the truth is, most of us are walking around managing not just physical clutter, but emotional, relational, and even mental clutter. Hey, and welcome to season 2 finale of the Organized Life podcast. Can you believe it? I have recorded a whopping 20 episodes of the Organized Life podcast, where we are creating a movement with powerful organizing strategies and systems that save you space, time, energy, and money. I am your host, TakillaRene, the Life Organizing Strategist and the owner of Extreme Audacity Organized Solutions. I hope you guys have enjoyed this journey with me, and I hope you guys don't mind that I will be rolling solo dolo today. I know you guys have enjoyed my guest, but I'm going to conclude the Hidden Cost of Clutter series. That's a tongue twister, okay? So we're concluding the Hidden Cost of Clutter series. So I'm doing it alone, all right? So I hope you guys have enjoyed all the guests that I have had on thus far. Every single one, I have thoroughly enjoyed them. So before we dive into all the things, I want to take just a moment to pause and say a heartfelt thank you to all of my guests who joined me this season. And first, we kicked it off with my dear friend, certified stress management and relationship recovery coach, Dory Mack. She helped us to explore how relationships, emotional stress, and healing play such a deep role in the clutter we keep. Then we talked to my girl, Chanel Johnson, performing strategist and organizational development consultant. She joined us in the conversation about growth, change, and systems. And she has used those systems to thrive both in her life and in her business. Now listen, Dory has been one of my clients. Chanel has been one of my clients. And Amy Chang, my first 3 guests were all clients of mine. And I wanted to have them on just so you can hear how what we created in their space changed their life. And so it is the receipt of what I am out to do, what I have been on this journey doing with people in their homes, in their spaces, in their lives to transform them, right? So Chanel showed us, like, we actually organized her entire house and then she sold it. But what did that do for her? We got it organized and it cleared her mind. It cleared the clutter. It helped her to see things differently. It helped her to see her business differently. It helped her to grow her business. All of these different things happened and she was ready to move on to a different journey in a different season. All because she cleared out the clutter, right? Then we got into Amy Chang, our healthy living coach. She reminded us that the state of our space often mirrors the state of our health. How organization supports our overall wellness, right? Next, we were inspired by my girl, the one and only Naima Ford Goldson. She is a certified professional organizer, and she's one of the founding members of NAPO. This is an organization that I have the privilege and honor of being the president of. I was not a founding member, but listen, I was one of the very first members. I have had the honor of being a part since conception, and I've been the president 2 years now. And it's been my pleasure to serve these ladies. It's been my honor to be a part of this organization. And it's just such foundational work for our Black professional organizers, okay? But getting back to Naima Vorgosen, right? She shared her wisdom on how clutter can push you, and there's another side to clutter, right? So you don't have to live in the clutter and chaos. So if you haven't seen any of those, go back and check them out. All right. And then what a way to end season 2 with my girl, Robin Reynolds, another incredible certified professional organizer. She is also a part of our organization, NAPO. We talked to her about her new book, What is Clutter Costing You, and how organization saves you. Now listen. Back in March, Robin and I was at a conference together for professional organizers. And during our time together, we realized that we had the same philosophy. How organization saves you space, time, energy, and money. She says it a little bit differently, but that is the premise of what it is that we are out to do, right? And here's the funny thing. I had no idea she was writing a book, What is Clutter Costing You? And she had no idea I was doing a podcast series on the Hidden Cost of Clutter and how they both launched around the same time. So when I saw the title of her book, when she posted it on all the socials, my mind was blown and I knew that I had to have her on the podcast. So go check out her episode and you'll learn more about what clutter is costing you. All right. So I'm beyond grateful for the knowledge, transparency, and authenticity of each of these women what they brought to the table this season. You all helped make season 2 so powerful, so personable, and so purposeful. Thank you to each and every one of you. If you guys missed any of those interviews, you want to go catch up, right? It will make you laugh. It will make you think. Okay. So go check them out. So now we're going to look back over the entire season. All right. And see like what really stood out for you. I'm going to tell you kind of what stood out for me, but go back and check them out. All right. So one of the first things we talked about is clutter isn't just about stuff. It's about life. In this series, we started to acknowledge that clutter is more normal than you think. Because the truth is, most of us are walking around managing not just physical clutter, but emotional, relational, and even mental clutter. One of our first steps was about letting go of the shame, recognizing that clutter doesn't define you, right? It's just information. It tells you about what's happening beneath the surface. Remember, the clutter in your life, whether it's mental, physical, emotional, or all of the above, it's all about reflection. What you see on the other side is reflective of what is happening on the inside and vice versa. Okay? So, we dove into the connection between toxic relationships and clutter. And that's the episode with Dory Mack. Because sometimes the real weight in our home isn't a pile of clothes. It's the people, the situations, the expectations we've been carrying for far too long. When we clear that emotional clutter, we make space for peace that helps us to live. In our space, in our minds, in our hearts, and in our emotion. From there, we talked about freedom. Because organization isn't about perfection, it's about liberation. It's about reclaiming your space, your time, your energy, and your money, and gaining back that peace and productivity so that you can begin to walk in your purpose. When you create order in your environment, you create order in your mind. you're able to think more clearly. That's why you will always hear me emphasize creating systems that work for you, not what looks good on social media. You should only be using social posts for inspiration, not to copy it, right? Systems are what save you that space, time, energy, and money. And that's the heart of the organized life. It's not about mimicking someone else's version of order. It's about designing a lifestyle that supports your peace, that supports your space, and that supports your priorities. But as we learned, life doesn't stay the same, and neither should your systems. Babies grow, jobs change, seasons shift, and sometimes life just starts lifing. All right. And when that happens, your systems should evolve with you, not work against you. Keeping your systems the same is allowing your systems to work against you. We then explore the other side of clutter. The other side where you start to see yourself clearly again. The side where you realize clutter may have been protecting you from something, but now you're ready to release it. And for those moments when clutter pushes you, it reminds you that even discomfort can be a teacher. When you're overwhelmed by what you see around you, that's often your space speaking to you saying, "Hey girl, hey, something inside needs attention." And you have to listen to you. I will continue to say that the only way to truly create the organized life is you have to be self-aware. You have to be real with yourself. You can't fix what you won't acknowledge. You can't fix what you won't face. And finally, as we close out this powerful series, I want to give you this powerful truth to everyone. Organization saves. What does it save, Takilla? It saves you space. It saves you time. It saves you energy. It saves you money. But it doesn't stop there. It can also save you peace. It can save relationships. It can save, in some cases, lives. And I know that may sound a little bit dramatic, but there are so many levels to the dysfunction of clutter that getting clutter free and organized has saved lives. Do the research, okay? When we live intentionally, you don't just find things, you find yourself. So as we close out season 2, I want to leave you with this thought. Clutter may have cost you, but order, peace, is always pays better. Continue to build systems that serve you, not stress you. Continue to organize your space so that you can reclaim your life. And continue to walk in alignment with the organized life. Because remember, it's a lifestyle, not magic. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Thank you to all my amazing guests. And thank you to my listeners for showing up every week. I can't believe it. On the podcast platforms, I have over 250 downloads. On YouTube, I think I have like 500 or something like that. But it's all because you guys are listening, you're learning, and you're trying to invest in you and create the organized life. And I'm so excited about that for you. So next season, it's going to be what? It's going to be just as good. I already have some guests lined up for you. I have some realtors. I have some therapists. I have some more professional organizers. So we are going to keep going, okay? I want to make this podcast for you. This podcast is all about helping you to create the organized life. Every story, every guest, every thought, every question that I put in front of you, it's all with you in mind. Remember, if whatever strategy or system you're putting in place is not saving you space, time, energy, and money, you want to rethink it, you want to tweak it, you want to change it a little bit. All right. So, as I request every week, if you want to be a guest here on the podcast, or if you have a topic that you have questions about that you'd like us to discuss here on the platform, send us an email at info@extremeaudacity.com. And we'll get that topic into rotation. We'll get that you as a guest here into rotation. Okay. That information will be in the description and the show notes so that you can have access to it. Until next time, ciao.